Today we will be touching upon a very pertinent topic, that is marketing communication. As all of you are aware that communication is an integral part of marketing, right? When we talk really about communication or the promotion, it happens to be one of the marketing mix components. Like you must have really studied in your basic marketing fundamentals that marketing mix comprises of product, price, place, and promotion. So when we talk really about promotion, this is basically marketing communication. You may refer it to as promotion or you may refer it to as marketing communication. So we'll touch upon this topic. We'll talk really about the importance of marketing communication for any marketer. We'll talk about what brands can achieve really through having a very very robust kind of a marketing communication strategy. Communication is an important function in the marketing and constitutes one of the 4 P's of the marketing promotion. Like I've already said, when we talk really about marketing mix components, product, price, place, promotion happens to be an integral part of marketing communication, marketing strategy. Companies must communicate with its existing and potential customers. This is true, absolutely. It is not necessarily for the companies to touch base really with the new customers which have been added into the system, but at the same time, the existing customers which are already there in the company system, they should also receive communication on a regular basis from the companies. Communication is an important marketing task for any company. Is inform the TG about the products. Now the question may arise as to what is there that the company looks to achieve through communication. Communication basically spreads information about the company. Communication spreads information about the various products and services that the company might be dealing in, and this is how you disseminate every relevant piece of information to customers through communication. That is the reason in a cutthroat competition like today, there is no company which can afford to overlook or ignore this important part of marketing strategy, which is marketing communication. Now, the story of a sculptor who made this statue of the most beautiful woman, but to no avail. Not only create good products, but at the same time communicate about them. This is true because you might be having the best of products, you might be having the best of services at your disposal, but who cares if people are not aware of it? So you need to basically spread a word really about your products and services also, and this is how you can communicate with your end customers. So communication basically spreads the information about company, spread the information about products and services, spread the information really about any unique selling proposition that the company might have, and finally goes a long way in convincing the customers. Now, when we talk really about this marketing mix components that I have already touched upon, product, price, place, and promotion, each of these marketing mix component communicates. The product communicates with the customers. It's the pricing which communicates. People would be interested in knowing what is the pricing being offered really by the company, right? At the same time, there would be the place. Place means a particular place where the buyer and the sellers meet, something that basically helps a company to distribute its products and services. And finally is the promotion. Through promotion, you touch base with your customers. Through promotion, you communicate with them. Through promotion, you spread a word around your company, about your company and products and services, and this is precisely what a company looks to achieve through communication, and that underlines the importance of the significance of marketing communication. As I said earlier, marketing communication is something that none company can afford to ignore, because if you're not communicating about your products, howsoever good your product might be, people are still not aware of it, and if they are not aware of your products, how would they buy it? जैसा कि हिंदी में भी बोलते हैं, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So it is important for you to make your products visible to your customers, and this is where marketing communication can play a very pivotal role. For communication to be effective and impactful, it has to be simple in nature and prudent mix of all promotion tools. That is very, very important. Your communication has to be such which is very simple in nature. If the people or the customers for whom the communication has been created, if they fail to understand your communication, that would be of no use. So it has to be very simple, but at the same time very impactful. Means some kind of a positive impact must be created by the communication, and it must have the prudent mix of all promotional tools. As we all aware that these days, thanks to the ever evolving technology, we have a lot of promotional tools available at the disposal of a company. The companies can touch base with these promotional tools and spread a word around their company to the customers. In today's time, there are many companies which are promoting extensively through social media platforms. You have YouTube, you have Arcot, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you can have a Facebook page, you can make certain reels on Instagram, and then you spread the word reel about your company and products and services across the length and breadth of the market. The marketer's challenge is to devise the appropriate communication mix to create an everlasting impression. Since every company is bombarded with so many avenues of promotion, at times it becomes difficult for the companies to basically decide as to what all communication avenues or the communication promotional tools they should be adopting. So it depends on companies' farsightedness, it depends on the kind of homework that the company does, and finally the company create some kind of a promotion or communication mix through which the company communicates or touches bases with the customers. Marketers have realized that the consumers by and large are not very receptive to the traditional form of communication. We are talking really about those days when the technology was not there, social media platforms were not there, right? Round the clock communication was not possible. So the companies or the marketers had no other option but to rely on certain conventional or traditional form of promotional tools. Like you have electronic media, you have print media, you had radio, you had wall advertising, right? So these were some of the promotional tools that the companies used to promote. But now, when we are talking really about modern technology, when we are talking about newer ways of touch basing really with the customers, there are many promotional avenues which are available to a company. And since when we talk about, for example, if we talk about a country like India, where 60% of the population is youth, and these youth may not be available really on the traditional, form of communication tools. They are more available on social media platforms. They are hooked all the time really to all the social media platforms like YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp. So what better way when a company wants to communicate is to take advantage of these social media platforms, right? So the research have proved that this new generation people or the millennial generation, they are more receptive to any kind of a promotion which comes their way through new media or the latest media which is based on internet. To grab their attention, it has become necessary to think out of box and come out with communication campaign which creates some kind of an interest. Not only it is important for the companies to have a communication strategy in place, but at the same time they should also try and include as much possible new things in their communication. If their communication is different from what the competitor is offering to the customers, obviously it will grab attention, right? So it's all about, everything boils down to thinking out of box and finally spreading a word to your end customers. Changing word of communication, like I've already discussed, due to this modern technology, the way people or the companies communicate today with the customers has drastically changed. Companies are finding new and innovative ways of communication with its prospective customers. Companies finding new innovative ways of communicating with the customers. There are many options available to the companies. So it becomes easier really for the companies to basically pick and choose any promotional avenue or any promotional tool that they want to finally spread a word about their company to the customers. Digital and new age media communication has basically created some kind of a communication explosion. Think about a customer who's bombarded with so many ads, so many communications, so many promotional messages on an average basis, on a daily basis. How many of them does he take note of? How many of them manage to grab his attention? Very few of them. Very few of them. Why? Because they're not new. They're not out of box. As I said earlier, that it is not only is important really for the companies to have a communication strategy in place, but at the same time they should also try and ensure that through out of box thinking they develop a communication campaign which stands out, which is different from the clutter, right? So that is very, very important. That is very, very important. Mahindra has over 5 lakh followers on Facebook. Great Mahindra Escape. Mahindra. This happens to be one of the leading automobile companies that we have in India, right? They've got more than 5 lakh followers on Facebook. It means Mahindra is very aggressive as far as social media platform is concerned, and they are basically interacting with their prospective customers through social media. Great Mahindra Escape. Barack Obama's Change That We Need campaign in 2008, US president election campaign. This is how the Barack Obama took advantage of the modern technology and basically created a very new kind of an election campaign, and finally succeeded in winning the election, US president's election. Amir Khan Ghazni campaign, everybody knows really about that, he adopted a very innovative way of promoting his movie, Ghazni, which became an instant hit thereafter. So these are few examples which have been quoted just to help you understand that what can out of box thinking in communication campaigns can do for a company. Now the promotion mix. What is promotion mix? Like we have discussed that these days the companies have got a lot of promotional tools available really at their disposal. That is basically called the promotion. When we talk really about all these really promotional tools which are available to the company holistically, that is called the promotion mix. So the companies have the option to pick and choose any of the promotional revenues that they want to spread across a world really to the customers. The promotion mix is a blend of all the communication tools, be it advertising, personal selling, direct marketing, that a company uses to carry on its marketing objectives. Yes, anything can be adopted by the company. The company may choose really to communicate with their customers through traditional form of advertising and sales promotion, right? The companies can choose to basically appoint certain salespeople who can visit the customer's place and have a face-to-face interaction and promote their company's products. The company may adopt some kind of a direct marketing kind of a promotional campaigns through which they can send emailers or WhatsApp messages or text messages to their customer to basically spread a word really about their products and services. It is also referred to as marketing communication mix. You may call it promotion mix, you may call it marketing communication mix. So promotion mix is basically, it's a blend of various promotional tools which are available to a company, and the company has the option to pick and choose to effectively use them in their marketing communication campaigns. The marketing success of any company largely depends on an appropriate use of the marketing promotion mix. Yes. How effectively you are using your promotion mix, that will determine whether you will be successful as a company or a failure. Right? In today's cutthroat competition, this aspect of marketing is assumed greater significance. That is absolutely true. Right? As I said earlier, time and again, that not only it's important really to have a marketing communication strategy in place, but at the same time that communication strategy has to be different from your competitor. It has to be out of box. It has to be very innovative, and then only you would be able to grab the attention of your prospective customers. Now the few important elements of the promotion mix: public relation, personal selling, direct marketing, advertising and sales promotion. These happen to be the traditional form of promotions, and publicity, social media platforms, right? So a plethora of promotional tools, promotional availables, avenues which are available to a company, and all the companies are using them to a great effect in order to touch base with their prospective customers. Now, sales promotion, consumer sales promotion, and trades promotion. Advertising, as far as advertising is concerned, this used to be one of the leading promotional avenues that still is. When we talk really about advertising, it's a printed media advertising or the electronic media advertising. You can promote really through various magazines, through newspapers, through journals. You can promote through various television channels 24/7. These channels are available, and it helps the companies to basically reach out to their customers. Then you have the sales promotion. Sales promotions are not only really for the consumers, but at the same time for the trade partners. Like you have wholesalers, like you have distributors, like you have retailers and all that. So the companies basically promote at these different people's level. Then personal selling, as I said, reaching out really to a customer in person, taking an appointment, meeting at the appointed time, and then running him really through your presentation, which you may have really about your products and services, and finally convincing a customer and closing the deal. So personal selling could be a very effective form of promotion when it comes to spreading a word really about your company's product to the customers. Direct marketing, publicity, public relations. Yes, every good company in these times really has public relation department, wherein there would be a mix of various teams which would be basically trying to create some kind of a positivity in the market amongst the customers, prospective customers about a company. This is precisely what public relation teams do. Then the publicity, you have to create some kind of a publicize company relate to all the major stakeholders in the society, so that you have more and more business and revenues coming to your company. So all these promotional tools basically help a company to increase the revenues, touch basing with the customers, and basically cementing a very sustainable business relationship over a period of time. Some popular promotional campaigns: print media, Volkswagen roadblock ad. Volkswagen is one company which happens to be a leading automobile company, and it has very innovatively given ads in the past about the some of the models which they were in the process of rolling out in the Indian markets. Then the Johnson and Johnson also took advantage of this and used a very innovative way of promoting its baby care products. Then electronic media, Volkswagen again crafted with so much passion that is hard to let it go. Cadbury is one company which has always come up really with very innovative ads. Domino's also from time to time has created some impactful communication campaigns. Idea Mobile number portability ad. If you remember, Abhishek Bachchan used to be their brand ambassador, and how innovatively they promoted their services and all that. So basically, since we are living in a clutter world, since there are multiple brands, and these brands are basically sending out communication on a regular basis to the customers, so only those communication campaigns are noticed or stand out which are out of the box, which are very innovative, and this is what every company looks to achieve. Onida's neighbors envy owners pride ad in print and electronic media. Onida, I mean, basically that used to be one of the leading electronic companies. They promoted their color tilt as well as the black and white TV long back, and they used to run a very popular campaign at that point of time. The tagline of that campaign was "Neighbors envy, owners pride," right? So if you talk really about people, in the 80s and 90s, they would tell you stories about Onida's very innovative communication campaign, and this communication campaign basically helped the company to create a large consumer base as far as their products are concerned. Sony Spider-Man promo for Cybershot Digicam. Sony again is a Japanese electronic company, one of the leading companies in the world. They have also created many innovative campaigns from time to time. Factors guiding promotion mix. Now the question may rise as to what could be the factors which may guide the promotion mix. What can help a company to decide as to what all promotional avenues a company should be incorporating in their overall marketing campaign? Nature of the product, what kind of a product you are selling, right? That is one thing. Overall marketing strategy, whether you are pushing your products or you are trying to create some kind of a demand at a customer's level, so that the customer walks into stores and basically asks really for products. That is pull strategy. Product life cycle, that is very important. The life journey of a product, right from introduction to the decline stage, which life cycle stage your product is currently in, because if your product is in introductory stage, it may require a different promotion. If it is in a maturity or the growth stage, then it may require a different promotional ability. So what kind of a promotional mix or promotional avenues a company would be adopting, which largely depend on the product life cycle stages of different brands of a company. Financial capacity of the company, that is very important, because when we talk really about all these traditional form of media like electronic and the print media, that is still very expensive, right? Not every company can promote through these media platforms. So everything boils down to the financial capacity of a company. If the company is having a financial muscle power, then definitely the company can invest more in promotions and can utilize all these promotional avenues like electronic and print media. While on the other hand, if the company does not have that kind of a financial muscle power, then the companies may resort to new age advertising, or the what we call is new media advertising or social media advertising, which basically costs less amount of money. Competitive actions, that is also very important. What your competitors are doing as far as the promotion is concerned, so you need to keep a track on that. You need to basically keep a tab on that, and you need to check time and time again as to if your competitors are coming up with some promotion campaigns, can you do something better than them or not. So these are some of the factors which essentially guides the company's promotion mix. Push and pull strategy, like I've already discussed. Push strategy, directed the channels, trade partners, right? When you're pushing your products, if a company sells its products really through trade partners like wholesalers, distributors, stockists, retailers, and all that, then what kind of promotion strategy the company may direct to all these trade partners? So if the promotional activities are directed at the channel partners or the trade partners, that is called the push strategy of promotion, while pull strategy of promotion is basically about the consumers. Here, when we talk about pull strategy of promotion, the media plays a very important role. It's all about taking full advantage of media's reach when you are reaching out to your customers who are spread across the length and breadth of the market, and then finally pushing some kind of a promotion campaigns to them. So you need to basically use this pull strategy very effectively to create some kind of a demand at a customer's level, so that he is aware of your products and finally he makes inquiries about them. Integrated marketing communication. What is integrated marketing communication? Integrated marketing communication, when you integrate all these promotional tools that you have, you are promoting really through advertising, also you're promoting through sales promotion, also you're promoting through new age media or the social media campaigns, running social media campaigns, also you're promoting through events also. So when you integrate each one of them, that is called the IMC, or integrated marketing communication. The idea is to basically send across a very catchy, very effective message to the customers, taking advantage of all the promotional tools which are available to a company. Integrated marketing communication is defined as customer centric. Customer centric means the customer is in the center. Your entire strategy will revolve around the center. It's a data driven method. Data driven method means you need to keep a tab on the customers. You manage the various datas and various feedbacks collected from them, and then you integrate them in your overall marketing strategy and campaign. Objectives of MNC: dissemination of information. You can send across information related to customers using integrated marketing communication campaigns. Building brand equity. Brand equity is basically the power of a brand, the strength of a brand, right? Strength of a brand, the preference of a brand, as well as the rising financial capabilities of a brand. So if integrated marketing communication is used effectively, of course the companies can create a very strong or robust kind of a brand equity among its customers. Encourage repeat purchase. No company would be satisfied with one time purchase transaction. You would want your customers really to purchase or buy really from your system every now and then. So integrated marketing communication helps a lot in that. Overall buying behavior can be impacted through integrated communication, and finally it creates some kind of a positivity around companies. So that's it, students. We have talked enough really about communication. We have talked about promotional tools. We have talked about integrated marketing communication, how effectively everything boils down to, in today's time when there is a lot of competition in every walk of life, the companies would be well advised if they use these promotional campaigns effectively to touch base with their customers and spread some positive messages to the customers to finally add them to their system. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.